I'm Andrew Willis.
And I'm Carmen Cassidy, and this is the March 1st, 1692 edition.
Today we have a very special report from Salem, Massachusetts.
Salem Village, Massachusetts, the site of a religious community made up of villagers and farmers who lead simple and rugged lives. The people of New England are usually in the news for fighting with the Native Americans, or the recent smallpox epidemics, in which there have been 4 in the last 15 years.
But today there's trouble of a different kind. Here's our own, Diane Spelling, with a special report.
Today, there is a new, strange development in the story of Salem. I'm here in the village outside Reverend Samuel Parris's house, where his 10-year-old daughter Betty lies sick in a coma-like state. Ruth Putnam, the daughter of the distinguished Thomas and Ann Putnam, also lies ill. No details of the causes of this mysterious illness are known yet, but the rumor of witchcraft has spread through town. Reverend Parris has called for Reverend John Hale of Beverly, a man scholared in the dealings of demonic practices, to investigate this matter. We'll keep you updated as there are any developments. This is Diane Spelling reporting for Channel 3.
Betty, little one.
Uncle, Susanna Walcott's here from Dr. Griggs.
Oh, the doctor. Let her come, let her come.
Come in, Susanna.
What does the doctor say, child?
Dr. Griggs, he bid me come and tell you, Reverend Sir, that he cannot find no medicine for it in his books.
Then he must search on.
Aye, sir. He hath been searching since he left you, sir. But he bid me tell you that you might look to unnatural things for the cause of it.
No, there be no unnatural causes here. You tell him I have sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly, and Mr. Hale will surely confirm that. You let him look to medicine for the cause of it, and put out all thought of unnatural causes here. There be none.
Aye, sir, he bid me tell you.
Speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Go directly home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. I pray for her.
Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all about. I think you'd best go down and deny it yourself. The parlor's packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
And what shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece I found dancing like heathen in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance, and you tell them I confessed it. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know that you have not opened with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle, and when you leaned out of the bush so suddenly, Betty was frightened, and then she fainted. And there's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I would never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look, you child, I have no desire to punish you. That will come at its time. But if you traffic with spirits in the forest, I must know, for surely my enemies will, and they will ruin you.
But we never conjured spirits.
Why did she not move herself since midnight? This child is desperate, Abigail. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out. Do you understand that I have many enemies?
I know, Uncle.
There's a faction in this church that is sworn to drive me from my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Now then, in the midst of such disruption, my own household is discovered to be the very center of some obscene practice. Abominations are done in the
It's only sport, Uncle.
I saw Tituba waving her arms over the fire when I came on you. Why was she doing that? And I heard a screeching and gibberish coming from her mouth.
She always sings her Barbados songs and we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail, for my enemies will not blink. I saw a dress lying in the grass.
A dress?
I a dress. I thought I saw someone naked running through the street.
No one was naked.
I saw it! Now tell me true, Abigail. Now my ministry is at stake. My ministry is perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abomination you have done with her in the court, give me all of it now, for I will not be taken unaware when I go before you down there.
There is nothing more. I swear it, Uncle.
Abigail, is there any other cause than you have told me for goody proper discharge me? It troubles me that you are now 7 months out of their home, and in all this time, no other family has ever called for your service.
They want to place not such as I. Let them send to Barbados with that. I will not black my face for any of them.
No, I cannot have anyone. Quite no, she... Oh, good morning, Mr. Putnam. Come in, come in.
It is a providence the thing is out now. It is a providence.
Oh, what's out, sir? What's...
Why, her eyes is closed. Look you, Anne.
Why, that's strange. Ours is open.
Your little Ruth is sick?
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death. You know, it's death driving into them all forked and hooked.
Pray not. How does your child ail?
She ails as she must. She never waked this morning, but her eyes is open and she walks, and sees not, and hears not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken surely.
They say you sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly?
A precaution only. Reverend Hale is well learned in all demonic arts, and
He is indeed, and found a witch in Beverly last year, and let you remember that.
Now, Goody Ann, they only thought that we're a witch, and I'm sure that there be no element of witchcraft here.
No witchcraft. Now look you, Mr. Harris.
Thomas, I pray you, leap not to witchcraft. I know that you least of all, Thomas, would ever wish so disastrous a charge laid upon me. We cannot leap to witchcraft. They will howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Now look you, Mr. Paris, I have taken your part in all contention here, and I would continue, but I cannot if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
But Thomas, you cannot.
Tell Mr. Paris what you have done.
Reverend Paris, I have laid 7 babies unbaptized in this earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw more hardy babies born, and yet each would wither the very night of their births. I've spoke nothing, but my heart has clamored intimations. And this year, my Ruth, my only, I see her turning strange. A secret child she's become this year and shrivels like a sucking mouth we're pulling at her life too. And so I thought to send her to your Tituba.
To Tituba? What may Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Ann, it is a formidable sin to conjure up the dead.
I take it on my soul. But who else may tell us what person murdered my babies?
Woman?
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. And mark this proof. Mark it. Last night my little Ruth were ever so close to their souls. I know it, sir. For how else is she now struck dumb except by some power of darkness for stopping her mouth? It is a marvelous sign, Mr. Paris.
Don't you understand it, sir? There's a murdering witch among us bound to keep herself in the dark. Let your enemies make of what they will. You cannot blink it more.
Then you were conjuring spirits last night.
Now I, Tituba and Ruth.
No, Ellen.
No, you are not undone. Let you take hold here. Wait for no one to charge you. Declare it yourself. You discovered witchcraft.
In my house, Thomas, they will topple me with this. They will make it up.
Your pardons. I only come to see how bad it is.
Why aren't you home? Who's with Ruth?
Her grandma come. She's improved a little, I think. She gave a powerful sneeze before.
Ah, there's the sign of life.
I'd worry no more, Goody Putnam. It were a grand sneeze. Another like it'll shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Will you leave me now, Thomas? I should like to pray a while alone.
Uncle, you've prayed since midnight. Why do you not go down?
No! I will wait till Mr. Hale arrives.
Now look you, sir. Come down. Speak to them. Pray with them. They're thirsting for your word, mister. Surely you'll pray with them.
I have no stomach for disputation this morning. I will lead them in a psalm. But let you speak nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it. The cause is yet unknown, and I have had enough contention since I came. I want no more.
Mercy, you going to Ruth, here?
Aye, Mom.
If she heads for the window, I want you to cry for me at once.
Yes.
There is a terrible power in her arms this morning.
How is Ruth sick? It's weirdish. I know not. She seems to walk like a dead one since last night.
Betty, stop this, Betty. Now sit up now.
Have you tried beating her? I gave Ruth a good one and it waked her for a minute. Here, let me have her.
No, she'll be coming up. Now look, you. If they be questioning us, tell them we danced. I told him as much already.
And what more?
He saw you naked.
Oh, jeez.
What'll we do? The whole village is out.
What'll we do?
I just come from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. They'll be calling us witches, Abby.
They'll be calling us witches, Abby. She means to tell, I know it.
We've got to tell. Witchery's a hanging there. A hanging like they done in Boston 2 years ago. Abby, we must tell the truth. You'll only be whipped for dancing and the other things.
Oh, really?
Whipped. I never done none of it. I only looked.
Oh, well, you're a great one for looking, aren't you, Mary?
Betty? Wake up now, Betty. It's Abigail. I'll beat you, Betty. My, you seem to be improving. Now, I talked to your pop and I told him everything, so there's no reason
I want my mama.
What ails you, Betty? Your mama's dead and buried.
I'll fly to Mama. let me fly.
I told him everything he knows about Betty.
You drank blood, Abby. You drank blood.
You'll never say that again. You will never say that again.
You drank Tony. You John Parker. You drank Tony. You Goody Parker.
Shut it! Now shut it, I say. Now look, you, all of you. We danced, intention to become Ruth Putnam's dead sisters, and that is all. And mark this: let either of you breathe a word or the edge of a word about the other things, and I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointed dagger. You know I do it. I saw Indians smash my dear parents' heads on the pillow next to mine, and I have seen some reddish work that night, and I can make you wish you would never see this again. Now you, sit up and stop this.
Abby, what's got her? Oh, she's going to die. I know it. It's a syndicate.
I say shut up, Mary Warren.
Oh, I was just going home, Mr. Proctor.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren. Be you deaf? I forbid you leave the house, did I not? Why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than my cow.
I only come to see the great doings in the world.
I'll show you a great doing on your arse one of these days. Now get you home. My wife's waiting with your work.
I best be on my way. I have my roof to look after. Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
She's only gone silly somehow. She'll come out of it.
So she flies, eh? Where are her wings?
Oh, John, sure you're not believing she flies.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage to Salem all morning. The town's mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, posh. We were dancing in the woods last night and my uncle leaped in on us and she took Fridays off.
Dancing by moonlight. You'll be clapped in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. A soft word?
No, Abby, I'm not coming.
You come by finally see the something or fly. I know you better.
I come to see what mischief your uncle's doing. Now put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I wait for you every night.
Abby, you'll put it out of mind. I'm coming for you.
You're sure it's important.
You know me better.
I know. Plus, my back behind your house is sweating like a stallion around from here. I saw your face when you put me out, John. You love me then, and you love me now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
What I think you say all of these. I've seen you since you put me out, John. I've seen you nice.
I've hardly stepped up my farm in 7 months.
I haven't seen for heat, and you're strong into my window. You told me you never looked up at my window.
Perhaps.
I know you, John. I know you. I cannot sleep for dreaming of that dream, but I wait and walk about the house till I find you come to the door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may think of you softly from time to time, but I'll cut off my hand before I let her reach for you again. Wipe it out of mind, Abby, you never touched.
I thought we did.
I know you did not.
Oh, I marvel at this strong man that doesn't just sickly wife.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She's blackening my name in the village. She's a cold Southern woman, and you bend to her. Let her turn to
You look for a whipping.
I look for John Proctor with knowledge in my heart. I never knew what preaching Salem was. I never knew what blind lessons I was taught by all these Christian women and their covenant men. And now you've given me to the light in my eyes. I will not, I cannot. You love me, John Proctor. Whatever it is, you love me yet. Just pity me.
Keep it quiet. Well, I've not said a word. No one here didn't testify I said a word. You got to lie again? Well, here's blood. Man, be quiet now.
Pray. Calm yourself. I have 11 children, and am 26 times a grandmother. I see them all through their silly seasons. In their time, they'll run the devil bow-legged, keeping up with their mischief. She'll wake when she tires of it. A child's spirit is like a child. You can never catch it by running after it, but it must stand still. And for love, it soon itself will come back.
Aye, that's the truth of it, Rebecca.
This is no silly season, Rebecca. My Ruth is bewildered, Rebecca. She cannot eat.
Perhaps she is not hungry. Mr. Paris, I hope you are not decided to go in search of loose spirits. I've heard promise of that outside.
A wide opinion is running through the congregation that the devil may be among us. But I would satisfy them that they are wrong.
Then let you come out and call them wrong. Are you our minister here or Mr. Hale? Did you consult the wardens of the church before you called this minister to look for devils?
He is not coming to look for devils.
Then what's he coming for?
There will be children dying, Mr.
I
Proctor.
see none die.
Pray, John. Be calm. Mr. Paris, I think it best you send Reverend Hale back as soon as he comes. It will only set us arguing again in the society. We thought to have peace this year. I think now it's best to rely on Dr. Griggs and good prayer.
The doctor is baffled, Rebecca?
If so he is, then let us go to God for the answer of it. There's a prodigious danger in the searching of loose spirits. I fear it. I fear it. Let us rather blame ourselves.
How do we blame ourselves? I'm one of 9 sons of the Putnam seed have people this province. And I have 1 child left of 8, and now she shrivels.
I cannot fathom that.
Why? You think it's God's work that you should never lose a child, nor a grandchild either, and I marry out with 1?
Reverend Hale arrives and will proceed to look for signs of witchcraft here.
You cannot command Mr. Paris. We vote by name in this society, not by acreage.
Never heard you worried so on the society, John Proctor. I do not think I saw you at Sabbath meeting since snow flew.
I have trouble enough without I come 5 miles to hear him speak only hellfire and bloody damnation. Many others stay away from the church nowadays because he hardly ever mentioned God in it.
That is a drastic charge.
It is somewhat true. There are many that quail to bring their children.
I do not preach for the children, Rebecca. It is not the children who are unmindful of their obligations to this ministry. Where is my wood? My contract provides that I be supplied with all of my firewood, and I am waiting since November for even a stick of it. Even in November, I had to show my frostbitten hand for some London beggar.
You are allowed £6 a year to buy wood, Mr.
I am paid little enough without I spend £6 a year on firewood, Mr. Coy. The salary is £66, Mr. Proctor. I'm not some preaching farmer with a book under my arm. I'm a graduate of Harvard College.
Aye, and well instructed in mathematics.
Mr. Corey, you will look far for a man of my kind at £60 a year. I'm not used to this poverty. I left a thrifty business in the Barbados to serve the Lord. I do not fathom it. Why am I persecuted here? I offer not one proposition lest there be some howling riot of argument. I have often wondered if the devil be in it somewhere. I cannot understand you people otherwise.
Mr. Paris, you are the first minister ever to demand the deed to this house.
I am your 3rd preacher in 7 years, Mr. Proctor. I do not wish to be put out like a cat whenever some majority feels the whim. You people do not seem to comprehend that it is the minister that is the Lord's man in the parish. And he is not to be so lightly crossed and contradicted.
Aye.
There is either obedience or the church will burn like hell is burned.
Can you not speak 1 minute without we land in hell again? I am sick of hell.
It is not for you to decide what is good for you to hear, Mr. Proctor.
I may speak my heart, I think.
What are we, Quakers? We're not Quakers here yet, Mr. Proctor. You may tell that to your followers.
My followers?
There's a party in this church. I'm not lying. There's a faction and a party.
Against you?
Against him and all authority.
Why then I must find it and join it.
He does not mean that.
I mean it solemnly, Rebecca. I like not the smell of this authority. I have a crop to sow and lumber to drag home. What say you, Giles? He says there's a party. Let's find that party.
Oh, I've changed my opinion of this man. Mr. Paris, I beg your pardon. I never thought you had so much iron in you.
Well, I thank you, Giles.
Just remind what the trouble be amongst us all these years. Think on it. Wherefore is everybody suing everybody else? Been 6 times in court this year.
Is it the devil's fault that a man cannot say you good morning without you flattery for defamation? You're getting old, Giles. You're not hearing as well as you did.
John Proctor, I only last month collected £4 damages for you publicly saying I burned the roof.
I never said no such thing, but I paid you for it, so I hope I can call you deaf without charge. Come, Giles, help me drag my lumber home.
Damn it.
A moment, Mr. Proctor. What lumber is this you're dragging home, if I may ask you?
My lumber from my forest out by the riverside.
Why, were you surely gone wild this year? What anarchy is this? That tract is in my bounds. It's in my bounds, Mr. Proctor.
Your bounds? I bought that tract from Goody Nurse's husband 5 months ago.
He had no right to sell it. It stands clear in my grandfather's will that all
Your
the land...
grandfather had a habit of willing away land that never belonged to him, if I may say it plain.
That's God's truth. He nearly willed away my north pasture, but he knew I'd break his fingers before he said his name to it. It's lumber home, John. sudden will to work are coming along.
You load one oak of mine and you'll fight to drag it home.
Aye, and we'll win too, Putnam. This fool and I. Come on.
I'll have my mitt on you. I'll clap a writ on you, Corey.
Pray, somebody take this.
Mr. Hale, it's good to see you again. My, they aren't heavy.
Well, they should be. They're weighted, sure.
Well, you do come prepared.
We shall need hard study if it comes to tracking down the old one.
You cannot be Rebecca Nurse.
I am, sir. You know me.
Well, it is odd how I should know you, but I guess you look as any good soul should. We've heard of your many charities in Beverly.
You know this man, sir, Mr. Thomas Putnam, and his good wife, Anne.
Mr. Putnam, I doubt it's such a distinguished country.
It does not seem to help us today, Mr. Hale. We look to you to come to our house and save our child.
Your child is.
Her soul seems flown away. She sleeps and yet she walks.
She cannot eat.
Do you men also have afflicted children?
No. These are farmers. John Proctor.
You don't believe in witches? I never spoke on witches one way or the other. Will you come, guys?
No, John, I think not. I ask you weird questions of my own responsibility.
I hear you be a sensible man, Mr. Hale. But we leave some of it in Salem.
When you look at my daughter, sir, we found her this morning on the highway, waiting for us to go to fly.
Tries to fly. She cannot bear a good Lord's name. That's a sure sign of witchcraft afloat.
No, now let me instruct you. We cannot look to superstition in this. The devil is very precise. The marks of his presence are as definite as stone. We must judge nothing for him. And I must tell you all right now that I will go no further unless you are all prepared to believe me by my increased intelligence. Are we agreed?
It is agreed, sir. It is agreed. We will abide by your judgment.
Good then. Now, sir, what were your first signs of this, strangeness?
Well, sir, I discovered her with my niece, Abigail, and 10 or 12 of the other girls dancing last night in the forest.
You permit dancing?
No, it were secret.
Mr. Paris's slave has knowledge of conjuring, sir.
Now, Goody Ann, we cannot be sure of it.
I know it, sir. I said my Ruth. She should learn from Tituba who murdered her sisters.
Goody Ann, you sent a child to conjure the dead.
Let God blame me, not you. Not you, Rebecca. I'll not have you judging me anymore. Mr. Hale, is it a natural work to set children before they live dead?
Set them dead and shot.
Aye, sir.
What book is that, sir?
What's there, sir?
Oh, well, here is all the invisible world, caught, defined, and calculated. In these books, the devil stands stripped of all of his brute disguises. Here you have all of your familiar spirits, your incubi and succubi, your witches of the land and the air, the sea, your wizards of the day and of the night. Have no fear. We shall find him if he is among us. And I question utterly what he has shown his face.
Will it hurt the child, sir?
Well, I cannot be certain. If the devil is in her, then he may have to tear her free.
Well, I think I'll go then. I'm too old for this.
Why, Rebecca, we just may open up the boil of all our troubles today.
We can hope for that. I go to God for you, sir.
Well, I hope you do not mean we go to Satan here.
I wish I knew.
Come, Mr. Hale, let's get on. Seat you here. Mr. Hale.
I've always wanted to ask for a woman's band. What signifies a strange voice?
What voice?
And I tell I think, who I am? Martha, my wife. Well, I went to night many times to find her in a corner, reading of a book. Now, what do you make of that?
Well, sir, that's not necessarily
Discomfites. Last night, Marcus, I tried and could not say my prayers. She closed her book and walked out of the house, and suddenly, Marcus, I could pray again.
Stoppage of prayer. That is strange indeed. I should like to speak with it further on you.
Now, I'm not saying she's touched the devil now, but I'd admire to know what book she reads and why she hides them.
We'll discuss it. Now, mark me. If the devil is in her, we shall witness some frightful wonders in this room. So please, keep your wits about you. Mr. Putnam, if you would stand close in case she tries to fly. Betty. Betty, dear child, can you wake up? Can you hear me, dear? I am Reverend John Hale, minister of Beverly. I've come to help you, my child. Perhaps you remember my 2 little girls in Beverly.
How can it be the devil? Why would you use my hope to strike?
Well, what victory would the devil have to have a soul already had? No, it is the best that the devil wants. And who better than the minister?
That's deep, Mr. Harris. Deep.
Is there someone that afflicts you, child? It need not be a woman, mind you, or a man. Perhaps some small bird that's invisible to others comes to you while you sleep. A pig, perhaps. Any beast at all. Betty, is there some figure that bids you fly? In nomine Domine Sabaoth, sui filique ite ad infernos. Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing in the forest?
Why, common dancing is all.
I think I ought to say that I saw a kettle lying in the grass where she were dancing.
That were only soup.
Soup? What sort of soup were in this kettle, Abigail? Mr. Harris did not notice in the kettle, did you, any living thing? A mouse, perhaps, or a spider, or a frog?
But that frog, Johnny, we never put it in.
A frog?
We never put it in.
Maybe that your cousin is dying. Did you call upon the devil last night?
I never called him. Teacher called him.
Would like to speak with this teacher.
Goody Ann, will you bring her up?
How did she call him?
I know not. She spoke her baby.
When she called him, you didn't feel any changes, did you? A sudden cold wind, perhaps? A trembling below the ground?
See, no devil. Betty, wake up. Betty.
You cannot evade me, Abigail. Now, did your cousin drink from that kettle last night?
She never drank it.
Did you drink from it?
No, sir.
Did you ask you drink it?
She tried, but I refused.
Why are you concealing, child? Have you sold yourself to Lucifer?
I never sold myself. I'm a good girl. I did drink in the kettle. She made me do it. She made Betty do it. Abby, she makes me drink blood.
Blood? My baby's blood?
No, chicken blood. I give she chicken blood.
Woman, have you enlisted these children for the devil?
No, sir. I don't trust.
Then why can she not wait? Are you silencing this child?
I love me, Betty.
Oh, you're sending your spirit out upon this child, are you not? Are you gathering souls for the devil?
She sends her spirit on me at church. She makes me laugh at prayer.
She have often laughed at prayer.
She comes to me every night to go and drink blood. Why, you begged me to conjure Abby. She begged me. I'll tell you something. She comes to me while I'm sleeping. She's always making me dream corruption. Abby! Sometimes I wake and I find myself standing in the open doorway and I stitch my body. I don't want to laugh in my sleep.
Titubai wants you to wake this child.
I have no power over
Oh,
the
you
child,
most
sir.
certainly do, and you will release her from it now. Now, did you compact with the devil?
I don't compact with no devil.
Teacher, but you will confess yourself, or I will take you out and whip you to your death. This woman must be hanged. She must be taken and hanged.
No, don't hate it. Why? I tell him I don't desire to work for him.
Who? The devil? And Titubai, when we bind ourselves to hell, it's hard to break free with the tyrant. So we are going to help you break free. You will be a good Christian woman, would you not, teacher?
Hi, sir, a good Christian.
And you love these little children.
Oh, yes, sir, I don't desire to hurt him.
And you love God, teacher.
I love God with all my soul.
Well, then in God's holy name,
Bless him.
and all of his glory,
Bless him.
open yourself, teacher. Open yourself and let God's holy light shine on you.
Oh, bless the Lord.
You know, when the devil comes to you, does he ever come with somebody else? Someone from the village, perhaps. Someone that you know.
Who come with him?
Sarah Good. Did you see Sarah Good with him? Or Oswald?
Was it or woman come with him?
What was
A woman, you see. What woman?
Well, it was black, dark, and
You
eyes.
could see him, but you could not see her.
Well, there was always talking. There was always running around carrying on.
You not understand. Salem witches.
I believe so, yes.
You must have no fear to give us their names to understand. We will protect you. The devil cannot overcome a minister. You know that, do you not?
I sure all I do.
And you confess yourself to witchcraft. That stinks of wish to come to heaven's side. For that we will bless you, Tituba.
Oh, God bless you, Mr.
You are
Hale.
God's instrument. What can you do our hands to help us discover the devil's agents among us? You are selected and chosen to help us cleanse our village. So speak out of me, Tituba. Turn your back on him and face God. Face God, Tituba. And God will protect you.
Oh, God, protect you, Javon.
How many people came to you with the devil? 2? 3? 4? How many?
There was four. There was four.
Their names, their names.
Their souls are so tender, Tituba, that we must protect them. We must protect them because the devil is out preying upon them like a beast preys upon the flesh of a pure lamb. God will bless you, Tituba.
I don't know myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced with the devil. I saw him. I wrote this book. But I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah with the devil. I heard he asked with the devil. I saw Richard Bishop with the devil.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil.
She speaks.
She speaks.
God, it is broken, may it free. Come on, go. All four, let the mercy bring irons.
There's been a new development in the story of Salem. It has been discovered that a group of girls, including Ruth Putnam and Betty Paris, were discovered dancing in the woods the night before their sicknesses, 8 days ago. The girls and the Reverend Paris' slave Tituba were apparently trying to conjure spirits. The girls have made accusations that while trying to conjure spirits this night in the woods, they saw other spirits of villagers who practiced witchcraft. The girls are now being referred to as God's instruments to reveal the witches in Salem. The children undergo fainting and apparently turn cold when a witch is present. It is believed that the witches send their spirits to afflict them. A court has now been established to hear the cases of the arrested and accused, in which the group of girls are the key witnesses. The court is working under the same law of James of England in the 1604 statute, which states, "Death to anyone caught making a pact with the devil," and one Sarah Good has already been sentenced to hang. These Salem witch trials are reminiscent to a strange period in American history known as McCarthyism. McCarthyism starts on the efforts of Joseph McCarthy in an attempt to cleanse America, especially the State Department and Hollywood, of communists. The entertainment industry will also be attacked with such men as Arthur Miller, accused in 1952. In 1953, he will write The Crucible, Broadway's primary attack on McCarthyism. However, it will not be widely received until 1958, after the trials have ended. Eventually, the people will feel that it has gone too far and Joseph McCarthy will be censored from the Senate.
not very warm.
She frightens all her strength away.
Tell me that mouse frightened you, Elizabeth.
It is no mouse anymore. I forbid her, no. But then she raises up her chin like the daughter of a prince and says, well, I must go to Salem City, Proctor. I am an official of the court. I was some proper court they had now. They said 4 judges out of Boston, she says, waiting magistrate of the general court, and at the head, the deputy governor of the province.
Mad.
I wish to God she was. There'd be 14 people in jail now, she says, and they'll be tried. And the court has the power to pay them too, she says.
They never
The
had.
deputy governor's promise paying it will not be questioned. Town's gone wild. Mary Lawrence becomes advocate as though she were a saint to give her. She brings the young girls to the court, and where she will walk, crowd apart like the sea for Israel. And folks are brought before her. And advocates scream and howl and fall to the floor. The person's clapped in the jail for vacation.
It's a black mischief.
I think it is go to jail, John. I think so. Tell them it's wrong.
It is. It is surely.
Let me go to Ezekiel Cheever. He knows me well. And tell her what she said to you last week in the Roman's house. She said it had got to do with witchcraft, did she not?
Aye, she did. She did.
God forbid it in the court, John. I think they must be told.
Aye, they must. They must. It's a wonder they do believe.
I would go to Salem now. Let me go tonight.
I'll think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
I know I cannot keep it. I say I'll think on it.
Good. Let me think on it.
Elizabeth, I only wonder how they prove what she told me. If the girl's a saint now, I think it not easy to prove she's fraud. And the town got so silly. She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof of it.
You were alone with her.
For a moment alone, aye.
Why, when it is not, as you told
For a moment, I say. The others come in soon after.
Lucifer said.
Woman, I'll not have your suspicion in me. I'll not have it.
Let me not live it.
You doubt me yet.
John, if it were not Adam Governor, whatever, you falter now, I think not.
Now look.
I see what I see, John.
Elizabeth, you will not judge me more. I have good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I say I'll think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you judge me more. I forgot Abigail. Spare me. You forget nothing and forgive nothing. Learn charity, woman. I've gone tiptoe in this house for the 7 months since she's been gone. I've not gone from there to there without anything to please you, yet still I'm an everlasting funeral marches around your heart. I cannot speak, but I doubt it. Every moment judge for lies until I come to a court when I come to this house.
John, you are not open with me. You saw me with the
I'll
crowd.
plead my honesty no more.
John, I told you.
No more. I should have lured you down when you first told me your suspicion. But I will, like a Christian, I confess. Some dream I had must have mistaken you for God that day. But you're not. You're not. Let you remember it. Let you look sometimes for the goodness in me and judge me not.
John, I don't judge you. The magistrate that sits in your heart judges me. I always thought you been a good man, John, only somewhat bewildered.
Elizabeth, you're just a freeze beard. How do you go to Salem when I forbid? Do you mock me? I'll whip you if you dare leave this house again.
I am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray, hurt me not. Oh, my insides will all shudder, sir. I am in proceedings all day.
What of these proceedings? When will you proceed to keep this house you are paying £9 a year to do? And my wife not wholly well.
I made a gift for you today, Mr. Proctor. I had to sit long hours in a chair and pass the time with soap. Why, it's a fair comment. You must all love each other now, Mr. Proctor. I will give you love. I will get up early in the morning to clean the house. I must go to bed now.
Mary, is it true there are 14 women arrested?
Yes, sir. They're not. What ails you, child? Goody Osborne? Hang.
Hang? Hang, you say?
Aye.
The deputy governor will permit it?
He said, sir, he must have. But not Sarah Good. Sarah Good confessed.
Confess to what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in the black book. And bound herself to torment Christians till God broke it out. And we must all wish help forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. Did you help them?
Mr. Proctor, it only works your choke is all again.
Our show you.
She's such a spirit. Mary, she tried to kill me many times for you, Cockroach. Well, I never heard you mention that before. I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into the court, I say to myself, I was not accused this morning. Well, she's thinking that she's still very old and poor. But then she sits there, it's 9 and 9, and I feel a misty coldness behind my back, and the skin on my skull begin to creep, and I feel a clamp on my neck, and I cannot move there. And then I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it was my voice. And all at once, I remembered everything that she'd ever done to me.
Why? What did she do to you?
So many times, Mr. Proctor, she came to this very door begging right to come beside her, and when I turned her away empty, she mumbled. She may mumble, hungry. But what does she mumble? You must remember being Hunter last month, on Monday, I think. She came to this door, and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after. Do you remember it? Well, I do, I think. So I told her to go to me, and he turns to her and says, "Goody good, what curse do you want that this girl must fall sick after turning you away?" She replied, "Why, Your Excellence, no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments." That's a black answer. Ah, then he answered, "Goody good, can you recite first your 10 commandments?" And of all the 10, she could not say a single one, and they had her in a flat lie.
So condemned.
Why, they must be. She condemned herself. I told you, it's hard as rock, the judge said.
Do not go to that door again, everyone.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day for some time now. I'm amazed you cannot see the way you work.
Work for you. It's strange work for young Christian girls to hang old women.
They'll not hang if they confess themselves. Sarah Good will only sit in jail for some time. And here's a one for you that you think I'll miss. Goody good? Pregnant? Are they mad? That woman's near 60. They had her up the room down there this morning. She's full of a friend and smoking a pipe all these years with no husband either. But she's safe, thank God. They're not hurting innocent child. But be that at a marvel, you must see it, sir. It's not to work with you. So I'll be gone every day for some time now. I'm an official of the court case.
I'll official you.
I'll not stand with me anymore, Mr. Proctor. The devil is in the sale. You must
I'll
stop
get the devil out of you.
I saved your life today. I refused. There was some offension, but I told them I never saw no sign of your sinister spirit out of no one. Seeing as how I do live so close to you. Who accused me? I am bound by law and cannot tell. I hope you'll not be so sarcastic with me no more, Mr. Proctor. 4 judges and a king's deputy sat to dinner with us about an hour ago. I would have you speak civilly to me from this act. I'm not be ordered to bed anymore. I'm 18 and a woman, however single.
If you wish to sit up, then sit up. Good night, then.
Good night. Oh, the news. The news is up.
There'll be no news.
She wants me dead, John, and you all need to come to this.
Then dismissed. Did you heard her
And
say?
what if tomorrow she will cry me out until they take me?
Sit you down.
She wants me dead, John, you know it.
Sit you down. Now, it must be wise.
Indeed.
I will find Ezekiel cheaper. I will tell him that she said it for all school.
John, so many things here now. Only that is the I Would you care to do this? Go to heaven.
What have I to say to Abby?
John, grant me this. You have a false understanding of young girls. There is a promise made in heaven. Spoke of silent and promise to show me. She may go there now. I am sure she does. And thinks to kill me and then to take my place. It is her dearest wish, John, I know it. Then get not to me. Why does she call mine? I'm no goody good who sweeps and dishes, nor Osborne drunk, half-witted. She dare not clap the farmer's wife lest the monstrous compliment. She thinks to take my place with her.
Not.
Have you ever shown her somewhat of contempt? She cannot even pass me in the church with her blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she sees another meaning in that blush.
What see you, Elizabeth? What see you?
I think you are ashamed, for I am there and she is so close.
Woman, when will you know? Were I stone, I would have cracked for shame this ceremony.
Then go to her and tell her she's a whore. Whatever
believe no more. I can see now your spirit puts on a single error of my life. And I will never tear it free.
You'll tear it free. When you come to know that I will be your only wife, or no wife at all. She has an error with that child, Doctor. You know it well.
Oh, good evening. Hope I do not start a week.
No, only not to her, of course.
You are good by the clock.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hope you're not off to bed.
No. We're not using visitors after dark. But you're welcome. You downstairs?
Yes, thank you. Let you sit, good wife Proctor.
Will you give sight of Mr. Hale?
No, it fills my stomach. And I have some further traveling yet this evening, but sit you down, sir. I will not keep you long, but you have some business with me.
Business of the court?
No, I come on my own, not the court's authority. Hear me. I know not if you are aware that your wife's name is mentioned in court.
You know it, sir. You're very warranted. You're entirely right.
I'm a stranger here. As you know, in my ignorance, I find it hard to draw clear opinion in those who refuse before the court. And so all this afternoon, now this evening, I go to the House of Commons. I've just come from Rebecca Peterson.
Rebecca's charge.
God forbid such a bunch to be charged. She is, however, mentioned somewhere.
Surely you do not believe, Mr. Hale, that such a woman is that
Woman, surely it is possible.
Surely you cannot think so.
These are strange times, Mr. No man may longer doubt that the forces of darkness are gathered in a monstrous attack upon this village. There's too much evidence to deny it now. Will you not agree, sir?
I have no knowledge of that line. But it's hard to think that so pious a woman be secretly a devil's witch after 70 years of such good prayer.
Aye, but the devil is a wife. However, she's far from truth, and I happen to know that she's alive. Now, I was wondering if I could put the question that Christian here in this house.
We have no fear of questions, sir.
Good. Now, sir, in the book of records of Mr. Harris' case, I noticed that you are rarely in church on Saturday.
Oh, sir, you're mistaken.
Only 26 times in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Will you tell me why you're so active?
They never knew I must account to that man for whether I come to church or stay at home. My wife was sick this winter.
So I agree. But you, sir, why did you not come alone?
I did come when I could. When I could not, I prayed in his house.
But your house is not a church, sir. Your theology must tell you.
Aye, it does. It also tells me that a minister may pray to heaven without he have golden candlesticks.
What golden candlesticks?
Since we built the church, there were pewter candlesticks upon the altar. Francis nursed made them, you know, and never a sweeter hand touched the metal. But Paris came in for 20 weeks, brings nothing but golden candlesticks until he had one. I labor the earth from dawn of day to blink of night, and I tell you true, sir, when I look to heaven and see my money glaring at his elbows, it hurt my prayers, sir, it hurt my prayer. I think sometimes the man dreams cathedrals, not flat or meeting house.
And yet, sir, a Christian on Saturday must be in the church. Now tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye, boys.
How be it that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Paris should lay his hands upon my baby. I see no light of God in that man, I'll not concede.
And I must say, sir, that it is not for you to decide. The man is ordained, and therefore the light of God is in you.
What's your suspicion, Mr. Hale?
I have no...
I nailed the roof upon that church. I hung the door.
Did you? That's a good sign.
Maybe I've been too quick to bring the man to book. But you cannot think that we ever desire the destruction of religion. I think that's in your minds at times.
I have... There's a softness in your record, sir. A softness.
Perhaps we have been too quick to judge Mr. Harris. But surely we never caught the devil here.
Woman, do you know your 10 commandments?
I surely do. There be no garment laid upon my life, sir. I am a covenant with Christian woman.
And you, sir, do you know them?
I'm sure I do.
Let you repeat them for me then.
Commandments? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, nor make unto thee a graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt have no other God before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee a graven image.
You have said that word twice.
Aye.
Adultery is not.
You see, sir, between the two of us, we do know them. It could be a small
Sir, theology is portions, and no crack in your portions may be considered small.
There be no love for Satan in this house.
I pray, sir. I pray for you. Good night.
Mr. Hale, I do believe you suspected me so that I would not.
Woman, I cannot judge you. It is merely my duty to act like you to the God who wisdom and force. Now I wish you both good health and good fortune. Good night.
You must tell him, John.
What's that?
I have no witnesses. Do not prove it. Except my word be taken. But I know that the girl's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Not to do with
They
it.
were discovered sporting in the woods by Mr. Paris. They were startled and took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
Aye.
Abigail Williams said that it had not to do with witchcraft.
She told me the day you came, sir.
Why did you keep this from me?
I did not know until tonight that the world had gone so daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense. Sir, I have examined Tituba, Sarah Good, and numerous others. They have confessed to witchcraft, sir. They have confessed.
Why not if they must hang for denying it? They're enough to swear to anything before they'll hang. Have you never thought of that, sir?
I have. I have indeed. You, sir, would be willing to testify to this in court.
I did not reckon on going to court. But if I must, I will.
You falter there, sir.
I falter nothing. But I wonder if my story would be credited in such a court. You wonder on it, sir, when a minister as steady-minded as yourself will suspicion such a woman who has never lied. She cannot lie, and the world knows she cannot. I may falter somewhat, sir. I am no fool.
So much will. By purpose of religion, stirs. It has been said around the village that you hold no belief that there be witches in the world. Tell me, sir, is this true?
I know not what I have said. I may have said it.
Then you do not believe that there are witches in the world?
The Bible speaks of it, and I will not deny it.
You.
I do not believe.
You cannot believe it. You will.
I do not believe, Mr. Hale, that the devil may own a woman's soul when she keeps an upright way as I have. I am a good woman, and I know it. And if you think that I am the only good person in this world, yet you secretly bow to Satan, well, then I must tell you so that I do not believe
Good
it.
woman, surely you do believe
If
that
you
there are witches
think
in the
that
world.
I am one, then I say that there are none.
But the gospel, you do not find the face of the gospel.
Every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
You do not need to doubt the gospel, so you cannot think. I'll be a Christian now, sir. A Christian now.
I pray, sir, I pray for you. Let you go to church on the Sabbath day and let your third child be baptized with you. And keep it quite clean. I think that there might
What's the matter?
They take my wife and Rebecca nurse.
Rebecca's in the
John Jimmer came to Brooklyn and his wife. We've only now just come from the jail. We're not going to let us in to see them.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr.
Reverend
Hale.
Hale, can you not speak to the deputy governor? I'm sure he states his women.
Frank Thompson.
My wife is the very brick and mortar of the church, Mr. Hale. Not court. That cannot be a woman close to the God of Martha.
How were your wife charged?
For murder. For the marvelous and supernatural murder of William Hutchins. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Believe me, sir, Rebecca nurse maintained that there's nothing to stop the whole reading roll. Let you rest upon the justice of the court. The court will send her home.
I am not wishing to try in court.
How may such a woman murder children? Remember, sir, that until an hour before the devil fell, God thought you beautiful and
Never said my wife were a witch, Mr. Hale. I only said she read books.
Sir, what charge are you running under?
Bloody mongrel walk, I charge her. By paying my wife 4 or 5 years ago. He died soon after. So he goes dancing in for his money back. My Martha, she says to him, Walker, if you haven't got the wit to feed a pig properly, you'll not live to own me, she says. Now he goes to court and claims that he did this. He cannot keep a pig alive for more than 4 weeks because my Martha bewitched them with her books. Good evening, all. Good evening, Mr. Good evening, Mr. Hale.
Hope you're not up to the court.
I do, Proctor. I'm the clerk of the court now, you know. Then you do. Honest Hale and might have gone to heaven. Burn in hell. You'll burn first. You know it. You yourself know I must do as I'm told. You surely know that, God. And I sleep
easy enough to send me to hell. I like not the sound of it, I tell you. I like not the sound of it. Now believe me, Proctor, I'm heavy to the law. All this tonnage I do carry on my back tonight. I've warrant for your life.
What's say you? A warrant for my wife? You said you were not charged. Nothing of this. When was she charged, Mr. Cheever?
I give a 16 warrant tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Why, Abigail Williams, sir.
On what proof? What proof?
Proctor, I have little time. Court made me search your house, but I like not to search your house. Will you please hand over any pockets so I can make you here? Pockets?
I never kept no pockets. Not since I was a girl.
I spy a pocket for you, Proctor.
Oh, this is Mary's pocket. Has the court discovered attached to the pockets now?
Do you have any others in this house?
No, nor this one. I just took mine. What may signify a pocket?
Why, a pocket may signify it. Now, woman, will you just come with me?
She will not. Fetch Mary here.
No, no. I forbid to leave her for my sight.
You will leave her out of sight, out of mind, mister. Fetch Mary here, Elizabeth. Mr. Cheever, what signifies the meaning?
Why, they say that it may signify... Well, this.
What's there?
It's a needle. Willard, it's a needle.
What may signify a needle?
Why, this will harm you, sir. I had my doubts, Proctor. I had my doubts, but here's Killian. You see, sir, it's a needle.
Why? What meaning has it?
The girl, the Williams woman, Abigail Williams. She sat tonight for dinner at Reverend Pearson's house. Without word or warning, she fell to the floor like a struck piece. And screamed a scream a bull with a winged ear. You go to save her, she's got 2 inches in the flesh of her belly and draw a needle out. And demanded of her how she became so sad, she testified over your wife's familiar spirit, sir.
Well, she does it herself. She cannot take this proof.
It's hard proof. I find here a pocket Betty Proctor piece. I have found it, sir. And in that I found a needle stuck. I have warned you to see no proof of hell, but Proctor, I think you not, for
Here now, Mary. How did this pocket come into my house?
What pocket is that, sir?
This pocket. This pocket.
It is mine.
It is yours, is it not?
It is.
And how did it come into my house?
I made it the court and gave it to Betty Proctor tonight.
Now, sir, you have it. Mary Warren. A needle was found inside this pocket.
I meant no harm by it, sir.
You stuck that needle in yourself?
I believe it.
What say you now? Mary, are you certain that this is your natural method? Maybe even now that someone conjures you to save this.
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. I can have it myself, I think. Unless you ask Susanna Walker, stand up next to me in court. Ask Abby. Abby sat beside me while I made this.
Bid him be gone, mister. Your mind is surely settled now. Bid him out, mister.
What signifies it?
You charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail, Mary.
Murder? I charge no murder.
Abigail was found tonight and the needle was found stabbed inside her.
And she charges me. That girl is murdered. She's been ripped out of this world.
You heard that, sir. You surely heard it. Willard, you heard it. Out. Proctor, you dare not touch the warrant.
Out!
You ripped the deputy governor's warrant, man.
Damn the deputy governor! Out of my house! Proctor, if she's innocent, why do you never wonder if Paris be innocent or Abigail? Were they born this morning as clean as God's fingers? I'll tell you what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, but now the crazy little children are jangling the keys of the kingdom. And common vengeance writes the law. This warrant is vengeance. I will not give my wife for vengeance.
Oh, no.
You will not go.
John! I have 9 more men outside. You cannot keep her. The law binds you, John. I cannot budge.
We'll see her take it. Proctor, Pontius Pilate, God will not let you wash your hands of this.
John, I think I must go with him. Mary, there is bread enough in the morning and will bake in the afternoon. Treat this with Proctor as when you work for God. You owe me that. Much more. When the choked away, speak nothing for his past. We'll write him.
I will bring you home. I will bring you soon.
Not bring me soon.
I will fall like an ocean on that door. Fear nothing.
Tell
profited nothing should you lay clause to the vengeance of a little girl.
You are a coward. Though you be ordained in God's own tears, you are a coward now.
Doctor, I cannot think that God would propose so grandly by such a petty cause. Think about it, man. Even now, our jails sit packed. Our highest judges sit in the courts. The hangings promised. Think about the cause proportionate. Were there murder done in Salem, perhaps, that were never brought to light? Abomination. Some secret blasphemy that even now speaks to heaven. Think on the cause. And let you know we discover, because there is our way. There is our only way when such confusion strikes upon the world. I shall leave you to take upon your village. Counsel among yourselves and think what might have brought such thunderous wrath of God upon you all. I pray that God will open your eyes. Now I heard no word about this tale.
Leave him, Francis. Leave him.
John, tell me, are we lost?
Don't hold on, God. You got it tomorrow.
You think of it?
Don't hold on, God.
Good night.
Mr. Proctor, what do you think about your wife being taken away? Do you have a comment? Mr. Proctor, very likely to go letter from home. One thirty in the Proctor.
Coming to the court with me, Mary, will tell the court.
I cannot trust her on Avenue.
Tell the court how that poppet come into my house and who stuck the needle.
She'll kill me for saying that. She'll charge lecturing on you, Mr. Proctor. She'll ruin you with that, I know she will.
Good. Then they're saying this is the slide department to get tell the court what you know.
I cannot. They'll all turn on me.
My wife will never die from it. We'll bring her guns into your mouth.